Welcome to the Whiskey Vault.
I'm Daniel.
I'm confused.
Why?
Because the back of this says Islay Rye.
I know. I'm
What
actually
in
kind of
the
excited.
world?
This is a gift from Magnificent Bastards. Well, if I can get this plastic thing off for you.
It's a weird name.
It doesn't have a pull tab or a perforation.
Oh, yeah.
Or-
So, you know that little knife that...
Yeah, did you take
and then I took it, but
why?
somebody gave me a better little knife.
Okay.
So I could bring that back.
Okay.
Mine's copper. No.
This is a gift from Lenny and Wendy Reinart.
Lenny and Wendy.
Yeah.
Lenny and Wendy Reinart, you magnificent bastards.
They dropped off a whiskey ages ago. I don't know if we got to. I think we did. This is the second time.
Okay.
He had a whole story in his note about how they traveled across the U.S.
Yeah.
and his wife's from El Paso.
Yes.
They got married up north. She agreed to it. This was sort of a gift. This is from a distillery in Grand Traverse City, Michigan.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Or Traverse City, Michigan.
What's the, just real quick,
Grand Traverse
what's the
City.
size of the bottle?
375.
All right, that looks like a big 375, but definitely a small 350.
No, this is what the same bottle that like Ranger Creek uses.
Okay, yeah.
same
That looks hefty.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, Ranger Creek
Yeah.
does those.
Oh, I got some on my hands here.
We liked Grand Traverse. We've done a few things that we dug. But this is 80% rye
Yeah.
and the remaining mash bill, peated barley.
What?
80% rye, 20% peated barley.
So there's something throwing down on the nose here that I'm interested to see if it shows up on the taste. Actually got some drops on my finger.
Well, it smells like a butterscotch rye. I'm not getting smoke yet.
No, I'm not getting smoke. Nah.
I'm not getting rye either, though. But like, there's herbs, right?
Okay.
I'm just guessing rye because I saw around the thing.
What I was getting when it was on my fingers,
Uh-huh.
there's that antique wood note
Yeah.
that we often find in American whiskeys.
Oh, there it is. It's on the top of the nose. So is the smoke. Go to the top of the glass. And the slight ash and the antique shows up there.
No, I got the antique like before I even put my nose in here. But the smoke? I'm still not getting the smoke, though. Not getting the smoke, though.
It's slightly ashy in the very, very back of that antique wood.
Okay, yeah, so if it's ash and not like a peaty smoke, it's
No.
just
It's
ash.
the same thing that we found in our Baird's malt.
That was
when we were
so,
trying our samples.
so ashy.
Yeah, but at 20% instead of, right?
Instead of like full on 50%
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it's got a little bit of a herbal quality in there.
That's confusing. It smells good, though.
Yeah. So at first approach, if I was going in blind, you put this under my nose, I'm telling you we're an American whiskey.
I don't know. I would say, okay, I would, but I would say American malt.
Okay.
If I was saying American whiskey, I'd say, this is an American malt you just poured me with a really young...
This is so far
For one,
removed-
it's young.
So far removed from what I expect out of Scotland.
I keep moving my
That
taste.
American would be the closest thing. Yeah, and the antique wood, and then... Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, but it's all... You know what it is? They're definitely whiskey flavors that I've had dozens, if not hundreds of times before, but never together.
Right.
Yeah.
Lemon icing.
They always are found across different categories, but yeah, lemon icing. There's that herbal rye, that antique wood.
It's not medicinal, but there is an almost iodine note.
The thing that I'm getting the least out of this is going to be the Scottish influence.
Yeah. Although the more I go back, the more that ash note sort of like kind of layers behind everything. And now that I've spotted it, I can't get it out of the...
I'm going in.
There's a vanilla note in there too. Whoa, that's weird. The rye is 3/4 of the way into the palate. It explodes in rye
For me,
for a split second.
it explodes into like a lemon citrusy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it finished with...
Herb and lemon citrus.
Yeah, it's finished with a lot of the herbal quality.
Yeah, and then in the aftertaste, it's like 2 days after smoking.
It's 90 proof. Oh, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cigar mouth, but not next morning. Like,
That is...
a little bit of a delay.
That is a funky adventure.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's worth exploring if you are into
Now that
weird off the beaten path things.
Yeah, now that I come back to it,
Yeah.
all the herbal and wood antique is turned up even more. Now that I'm also getting it through retro nasal. Mm-hmm. But I smell more rye in the nose than I did before.
Now it's wood oil mixed with lemon. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Man, that's a funky one. That is a fun. Then the antique wood. That's kind of like the thread that just carries throughout for me. Throughout.
I don't know that I would keep going back to this, but I don't dislike it.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing that it's like every sip is slightly confusing.
Right.
Definitely an adventure in mash bills.
Yeah.
Right? And so it's exploratory, and that's cool. But
I keep, it is multi-layered. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of layers. It shifts gears multiple times. It's just such an unexpected presentation of flavors that, again, I've had these flavors more times than I can remember, but never together.
Yeah, it reminds me of when we freaked out about the mezcal doers.
Yeah.
Because didn't like it that much, but it was so unique. I could not stop drinking it.
Yeah, because wait, I think I got it, but it's like, no, that's another weird thing.
That's what I feel with this. Like, I want to keep going back, but we got too many other whiskeys to do, and two, I don't know that I like it.
Right.
But I just keep wanting to figure it out again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I do like it, and then try. I don't know. Maybe I do. I don't know.
Ikuru Yamamoto. I can't believe you savages keep throwing whiskey and detritus on the rug in the throne room. By the way, isn't Daniel the one who complains about Rex eating Chick-fil-A an hour before a shoot but doesn't mind stale whiskey carpet smell?
Yeah, this room always smells vaguely like whiskey, and it's one of everyone's favorite things. Because the thing is, before that, what would happen...
So, hold on. Are you trying to sell to me and everyone else
No.
that it's a good thing that you just
on the
throw whiskey on the floor?
Yeah, absolutely. No, before, this office
on you.
smelled like slightly dusty and like old room.
Yeah.
And the water that leaks through all the things. And these leather chairs. And it was kind of an interesting, funky, musty smell.
Right.
And then after I noticed I started doing that whenever I didn't want anything, you'd open the door and it's like, it smells like whiskey in here. And you see all the bottles and you smell whiskey, and everyone, after that, every class that we walked in was like, oh, it's amazing in here. You could smell the whiskey. And I'm like,
it's Daniel's leavings.
yeah,
is what you
can.
smell.
and
Daniel's leavings.
I kind of love it.
Speaking of Dusty, Joe's great. He's very helpful. He's regrading the parking lot.
Yeah, yes.
So I walk into my office this morning. It's Monday morning when we shoot this. I walk into the office, and then my entire office space has this layer of dust.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere.
It's currently on everything. The whole tasting room, because of those windows.
Yeah.
Just one solid layer of parking lot dust. On Friday, every time the wind picked up, there was like a dust cloud, and everyone on the two decks is going like, oh! People are putting their hands on their glasses and closing their eyes, and then sort of wind dusts through.
Yeah.
And then Richard comes back out with a little dustpan. He's like, oh, here we go again.
Dusting the customers.
Yeah. It's like, good Lord.
So it'll be a nice, smooth driveway. Until then, yeah, I don't want to turn on too many computers, too many machines.
Smooth though.
Well,
he's looking to try to fill in only the deep holes with some padding.
Yeah, it's limestone. It's not pavement. It's just the limestone layer.
Yeah.
That you get 4 inches deep in Texas.
Right.
That's our parking lot.
Yeah.
But to get to that, there's a lot of dust.
Yeah, because it just accumulates.
Now all of the electronics and equipment is covered in dust.
Yeah.
Which is...
Yay.
Yeah. Kevin W. Eaches. M.B. Titan, patron saint. What do I need to sin to be a chod of whiskey?
Yeah. I wondered the same thing. Is it ever possible to become a chod, or is there only one chod?
I think basically we must be written into the will. Specifically your whiskey collection.
Into the will is willed to the Wizard Academy vault.
Sorry,
I didn't quite catch that. Could you please repeat it?
What?
It's chod.
Here are matches for Jaws.
Yeah,
For Jaws?
2,
that's funny.
Jaws 3.
That's really
Jaws 3.
good. Jaws 3. I loved that movie. We're gonna need a bigger boat, chod.
So I'm glad that I tried it. I'm not putting it at the top of any of my go-to lists because it just Tastes amazing, but it is definitely worth exploring because it's weird, man.
And interesting, legally, it's a rye whiskey because it's more than 51% rye grain.
Okay.
Good night.
Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
Fight me a fight for a friend.
If you steal, may you steal your lover's heart.
And if you drink,
May
may
you
you drink with us.